Goosebumps song stuck in my head. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't use that for
The movies.
Yeah,
I know.
kind of disappointed in that.
I'm not a fan of I like Jack Black, but I wasn't a fan of the Goosebumps movie.
Really?
Yeah.
The first one or the second one?
I didn't see the second one, but I didn't care for the first one.
I recently saw the first one, and I was like, you know, this is not that bad. But Sonny has this thing where they repeat the same kind of ending.
Yeah, they do.
Where it's always the same set piece, just in a different thing.
In a different, yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
exactly.
There's always a tower involved.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something coming out of the tower, transforming people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people inside the tower that are trying to stop it.
It's like it's so predictable, and you've seen it so many times.
It's like
you know,
in Ninja Turtles, they did the same thing.
Oh,
they did
God.
that same thing in the sequel. They actually did it in Goosebumps too.
Again?
Yeah, the same exact ending.
Is the kid from the new It?
Yeah, he's in there.
I like him.
He's tall.
Is he?
Yeah, he got fucking tall.
I like him. I thought he was good in It. One of
he
the
was
only
in
good
this.
things
He
in the
was,
new It.
He was good in this. He was pretty funny. Him and his friend had really good chemistry.
That's good.
They kind of stole the movie from me.
Hmm.
But I really liked part 2.
Do you think part 2 is better than part 1?
Yeah, I think so. I saw part 2 before I saw the first one.
Oh, okay.
And so a couple weeks later, I went, I want to watch the first one, see how it is. I saw the first one. I was like, this is kind of like the second one, honestly, just with like teenagers.
Was Jack Black in the second one or no?
Yes.
Like a cameo or something?
Yes, but the thing is that they were going to keep it a secret.
Oh.
But they blew it because on the TV spot, they revealed that Jack Black's there.
But how long is he in it for? He's on it like a lot, right?
No, he's in it like maybe screen time 5 minutes.
Oh. It would have been cool if they got the real R.L. Stein, you know? I mean, he's
just
old.
for a cameo, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's
cool.
super old, but that would have been really cool.
That would have been cool. I would have totally been on board with that. But actually, R.L. was in the first one.
He made a cameo?
Yeah, at the end. He made a cameo as the teacher, as a substitute teacher.
Oh, my God.
As he walks, as R.L. Stein walks out.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
He runs into the real R.L. in the hallway.
Oh, okay. I saw it in theaters. It's been so long since I've seen it.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty funny. And it was funny because they used their name reverse, and his name was Jack.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
And so I thought it was cool. Dylan Menonette, that's his name?
Yeah, I like him.
He was okay in there.
I loved him in I don't know if you ever watched 13 Reasons Why.
No, I haven't watched it.
God, that's a heavy show. Holy fuck, that's a heavy show. Especially the second season. They're trying to like ban it or something.
Oh yeah, because I heard the second season was bad because
it's not bad.
No, it was bad because they dealt with school shootings. And prior to it airing, there was a school shooting, I think.
So there's not I don't want to give a lot away. There's not a school shooting.
But it dealt with that, though.
The last episode or like the second to last episode. No, I think it's the last. So there's a reason why that happens because there's so the first season, it's about like a female getting raped, right? There's like a lot of rapes going on. Second season, a guy gets raped. And the way they show it and do it is more traumatizing than the woman rape. Like it is. I'm not trying to be sexist, but it is. Like the dude's in the bathroom and the guy takes a fucking broom and shoves it up his ass and rapes him with it. Way more intense and heavy than the first season. So and there's like controversy with the show because people are like, oh, it makes suicide look pretty. No, it doesn't. I like disagree with anyone that says it. It makes it look terrifying and awful. So... But anyways, so Dylan Minnette is in it, but I liked him in, is it Don't Breathe?
Don't Breathe, yeah.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Yeah, but I prefer the sequel. Goosebumps 2 was, to me...
Was it more kiddie than the first one?
Actually, it kind of was.
Because they're younger. Right?
It's funny because I was the only adult in the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
There were a lot of adults in the first one, because I think because now all, like, people our age were kids when Goosebumps was out. So I think like everybody our age went to see the first one.
I went to go see part 2, and it was like I was the only adult in there. Like,
that's funny.
Shit.
What is that creepy guy in the theater doing?
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I was the only one laughing.
Oh, really?
Because there was a lot of funny things in there, and they're just like, wow. But that's supposed to be funny. But here's the funny thing, though. So when I went to the movies, I sat in the back row, and there was this mom and her 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
they would not shut up.
Oh, that's so annoying.
The two kids were talking throughout the whole entire movie.
And the mom wasn't like, be quiet. Shush.
No, she wasn't. She was answering their questions.
Oh, my God.
It's like, oh, my God. It's like, they're going to find the treasure chest.
Wow.
They're gonna, like, those two kids are going to find the treasure chest. It's so funny because then when Slappy comes out, the little girl, and I could not stop. I tried not to laugh.
Was she like
The
scared?
little girl looked at her mom and says, Mommy, the puppet's scary. He's scaring me. And she's like, I don't want to look anymore. And the mom's like, it's okay. He's fake. He's not real. He goes, that looks real to me.
Were they like behind you or in front of you?
They were sitting on like
the
3
side?
seats over to me.
Oh, God.
I was like, I could not stop laughing. I was like, I'm trying not to laugh, but
Yeah.
that was kind of funny. It's like, oh wow, because I remember being a kid and thinking that too. Like, oh my God, Freddy Krueger's real.
Yeah,
You know
I know.
That,
Was Slappy the main like villain in this set? Because he was like the main one in the first one.
yeah, he's the main villain in this.
That's annoying. They should have done a different one.
Well, no, because it makes sense. It made the way they ended part 2. It made sense for Slappy because Slappy's supposed to be RL's Pennywise.
Yeah, I get that, but like,
And so our Slappy is the one that has like the most power.
But do they introduce like any of the?
No,
They don't.
no. The
See,
haunted mask.
that's the
there's
best
no,
one.
There's no
Man.
mention of that. Oh, but she does. They do show his marquee characters come alive, but none of them get shine except for Slappy.
Slappy's Revenge, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
the title? Yeah. I thought the Slappy in the show was scarier looking. The dummy? I thought he was scarier
But
looking.
you know why he was scarier? Because it was practical.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is a CGI, and
Oh,
you
they
can totally
CGI'd
tell. Yeah,
it?
you could totally tell that he looked like
that
so fake.
sucks. Because the Slappy in the original, I was like, he is creepy looking, you know?
It was actually it looked like a real puppet. You know what I mean?
think it was.
And I was like, dude, that's pretty. I think on our Instagram feed, someone had posted up side by side.
Like
Picture.
a comparison.
Yeah, and it says and it said which one's scarier. I was like, I don't know.
The TV one for sure. I think.
I mean, the movie one, he's funnier.
Oh, he
Sure.
is.
He's a lot more funnier.
Because he was like he was a weirdo, like a pervert in the show one. Like looking back.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 episodes, right?
Yeah, because he had one where he had like the Bride of the Living Dummy.
I didn't see that one.
That was a good one. It was funny. It had like some funny things.
The only one I saw was the one where he transforms half the family into puppets.
Did you see
I think that's the first one.
Did you see the one? Who's the actor from Star Wars that everybody hates? Oh my God, what's his name?
There's a lot of them.
No, the one that like the newer ones, not the recent ones, but the ones that came out. Guy. What's his name? Oh my God.
Oscar Isaac.
No.
John Boyega.
No, he's a young Darth Vader. Anakin, the one who plays Anakin.
Hayden Christensen.
Did you see the one with him?
No.
Yeah, he's a child actor in one of the dummy ones.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know that. I know Ryan Gosling was in one of those.
Gosling was in the photo one, Say Cheese and Die, which I freaking love that one.
That is
that
actually
one was
a good one.
so good. But yeah, Hayden Christensen is in one of the dummy ones.
Oh, I didn't know that. They took them off already.
They did? Oh.
They're gone.
Stupid Netflix.
They're gone.
You'll never see it. You'll never see what I'm talking about.
Unless you want to pay like $30 to get the whole season.
That's so lame. They should add Are You Afraid of the Dark on there too.
Canada has it.
I know.
Damn you, Canada.
I need to move to Canada.
Australia has it. The UK have it.
Well, because Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark were shot in Canada.
Yeah, but I don't know why we got Goosebumps.
Because the books were American? I don't know.
I don't know. Which one do you prefer better?
That's really tough because I feel like...
I haven't seen Are You Afraid of the Dark in a long fucking time, so...
To me, Are You Afraid of the Dark was more teen, and Goosebumps was more kid.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you on that. I think Goosebumps was more... Yeah, their main protagonists were mainly kids and borderline teenagers, but they dealt with a lot of... I don't want to say mature themes, but a lot of teen themes.
No, for sure they did, but I'm just saying, like, the actors wise and like the story, it was more. Are You Afraid of the Dark was more marketed to like teenagers.
Well, yeah, and it was on at prime time too. That's another thing you gotta think about.
Yeah,
it was like
so
Saturday night at 9:00. Was it or 10?
It was on Snick. Remember Snick? Snick. I think it was on at 8 or 9. I want to say.
I know it came on after Clarissa.
Na 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 na.
Because I remember the lineup very well. Because it was Rocco, Ren,
Rocco's mom,
Clarissa, something else, and then Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That was the best lineup, and I'm like sad right now because I wish that still existed.
Oh man, I love Snick back in the day.
But yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It had like I don't know. I just feel like the content was more. To me, there were more scarier episodes with Are You Afraid of the Dark, especially the pool episode. Holy shit! It's like a nerd likes this popular girl, and he decides to like tutor her, and he doesn't know how to swim, so she's like, okay, if you tutor me, I'll give you swimming lessons. And they find this like pool that was locked up, like boarded up or like behind a locker, and it turns out a boy died in the pool or something. But then once they bring the pool back to life, there's like a bloody skeleton creature in it. You have never seen that episode?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh my, that one scared the shit because he's like bloody. And
what
like,
season is this?
I don't remember, but that one. So that it's funny because a lot of the same actors were both in Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark. So the actor that's in this episode was in the Goosebumps episode Camp Nightmare.
I don't remember.
Welcome to Camp Nightmare.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, that was a good one. It was a two-part one.
Oh.
Where he's at a camp and like there's a creature but it turns out it's a test the whole time. It's like a flying colors test because they're not on planet Earth and his parents are trying to train him to go to planet Earth. Whoops.
Alcohol abuse.
Whoops.
Jeez.
But that was a good one if you ever watched like Welcome to Camp Nightmares, 2 parts. But yeah, the same actor was in the bloody pool. That one that made me scared to go in the pool, honestly. And all my friends were like, "Man, that was like the scariest episode," because it was. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes because I have not seen them since they aired.
So you can find some on YouTube. They'll charge you, but there's also ones for free on there that you can still find. But it's funny.
But I think they're from the later seasons though.
It's mixed.
And
it's
so
like not in order.
I want ones from like the first 2 seasons.
I liked the first 2 seasons because that was like the original crew.
And I think it was
the Midnight
darker.
Society.
I think it was a lot darker.
It was. And even Melissa Joan Hart was in a good episode. Frozen Ghost, Tale of the Frozen Ghost. I think that was one of the earlier episodes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the Prom Queen, that was a really good episode. That was like a lot of them were based on like urban legends, I think.
Most of them were.
Yeah. But I don't know. I felt like the content of Are You Afraid of the Dark, it had more to offer and it was a little darker, but I love Goosebumps too. I just feel like Goosebumps was more immature than Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, I could see that.
When did this all even start?
What?
Did you just start chatting?
Yeah. Childhood.
No, I mean, I didn't even realize you'd start recording. Didn't introduce or anything.
All right, so all right, I guess. Thanks for interrupting.
What do you think, Pepper?
So we time traveled and we made it through Thanksgiving. We didn't kill none of our family members. So
no turkey over here.
No turkey here either. Actually, just ham.
Boo.
Ham.
Did you get stuffed?
Ham for the ham.
You calling me a pig?
Oh, did that annoy you? I better take a drink.
No, ham means hot ass mess. Where I come from. You're such a ham, hot ass mess.
Let's
Is
see.
he annoyed even by that?
I'm probably. I mean, he just checked his phone, so I think so.
No, I checked my phone because.
Drunk in the night.
Drunk in the night.
So, if you haven't picked up already, we're already drinking because we needed to drink to survive Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the conversations at the family table, pretty
God, so
close
dull.
to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But you know, I don't know. I would have to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, Erie, Indiana.
Oh my God, I loved Erie, Indiana.
And Goosebumps all again.
They
just
took
to kind of think which ones was better.
Amazon took off Indy again.
No, they didn't. It's on there.
No, they took it off again.
There's 2, right?
So the original one,
No,
like the first season.
No, yeah, but the first season, the one you said that was free.
Yeah.
They took that down, but they re-uploaded it, so you have to buy the first season.
Oh, so it's not. You can't just watch it on Prime for free.
No, you have to buy it.
Lame.
I think it's like $25.
They literally had it for like a week, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great!" And then like I
know when you text me, you told me that, and I was like, And I waited for like the weekend because I had the weekend
Then
off.
they took it off.
And I went and I was like, wait, there's 2 of them?
But why do they? Amazon doesn't really do that. I don't know. I don't
No,
understand.
actually, there's several movies like Motel Hell
Mm-hmm.
is another example. They have 2 Motel Hells on there.
I've
One's
seen
for
that a
free and the other
lot.
one is for rent.
I've seen that a lot on there with a lot of movies. Like even Night of the Comet is like that on there.
Yeah, which is on Shudder, I think, still too.
I don't know.
But then it's on Prime for rent.
They need to make just everything available. Just like they need to make everything streaming. Don't take it off. Just have one network or one site that has everything, and you can sign up, and it's never off. Like it's always on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's 2018. It's gonna be 2019. Like we don't even. Anyway.
All right. Before we get into anything else, you told me that you binge watched Sabrina.
Yes, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
So talk to me about that.
So when I first heard that a while back, I heard, oh, they're remaking Sabrina, and I'm like, what? Because I'm a huge, as you know, I'm a huge
nerd.
I'm a huge fan of Sabrina, the 90s one, and also the animated 60s or 70s one. So I was pissed off when I first heard about it.
You're always pissed off about remakes.
No, well, like because you can't fuck with the originals. Anyway, so then I did more research, and it's like actually this is going to be on the newer comics, the Archie horror comic edition. So I'm like, okay, it's going to be different. All right, whatever. And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, this looks awesome. It looks super dark. I like the actors that are in it. The girl was from Mad Men, and then it has what's his name that played in My Friend Dahmer, Ross Lynch.
Oh, he's in there?
He's the boyfriend. He's Harvey Kinkle.
Oh, wow.
So, and I was like, okay, this is a cool cast. And then I watched it, and then I like binge watched it because I was sick and I was like laying in bed. And I really, really, really like it. It's nothing like the original. It's very dark. I did some research. It's not identical to the comics, but it is similar. So like there's new characters. And this one has to do with Satan. This is like not normal witch stuff at all. It's like hail Satan. So it's completely different. Like the 2 aunts don't really get along. Like one of them is still nice, but like the other one kills her and then she keeps coming back to life. And then they work at like a mortuary. Sabrina already knows she's a witch.
By this time?
Yeah, no, she already knows. Like she's been a like half witch her whole life. Even though her mom is mortal, her dad was a witch. So she knows the whole time, where if you look at the 90s one, she didn't find out until she was 16. So in this one, she has to make a decision to leave her friends and everything and go study at the school of like dark arts or something like that and become like a full-time witch. And you have to give up everything for Satan. So this one, she has to battle like, I still want to have my mortal boyfriend and I still want to have my mortal friends. Can I do both? Like, can I go to 2 schools? So she does. Like daytime, she goes to her normal school. And then she goes to the dark arts. But she doesn't want to give everything up to Satan. She's like, no, there's got to be like another way to do this. So it's kind of like it has a feminist approach. And she's like a really strong female. So I think it's like a really good show for teenager girls right now. It looks very 60s and the music is very retro, but it takes place in modern times.
Like Riverdale.
Yeah,
right?
so this is Greendale. The town's called Greendale.
Which is like a river over.
It's
apparently.
a river. And the comics, it's funny because in the comics, it does cross over. Riverdale does cross over with Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So I'm like, are they going to do that? Because Riverdale is so popular right now. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But so this one, it's very dark. There's a lot of like appreciation for horror movies. Like Harvey, they do like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of appreciation where he wears the Johnny Depp 10.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and
did
he's
you
like
post
in bed
that?
with the. Did I don't know, I probably did. And then there's like an Exorcist one. There's just a bunch of things that if you're a fan of horror, like this is a good show for you. And I think any age can watch this. I don't think it's like strictly for teens because there's a lot of adult relationships going on and there's sex and there's like gore. So, maybe if I was like a 6-year-old, I mean, I still would have liked it because I liked stuff like this when I was young, but I would say like 13 and up for sure. But I really, really like it, and I'm excited for season 2 because the ending...
Did you hear there's a Christmas special coming out?
Yeah, there's a Christmas special. I'm so excited. I wonder what they're gonna do. But I like the way they ended it. It was kind of like sad.
Really?
Like, Do you want me to tell you? I mean, I do recommend it if you. It's only like less than 10 episodes, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is like it's an hour.
It's an hour, yeah.
It's an
It's an hour
and
long,
I'm like,
but it's
oh,
entertaining
man.
though, and each
You know,
one,
I do want to watch the series, but I just need to find the time to do it because there's other things on there that I need to watch, like the May the Devil Take You Away.
Oh, the subtitle one. There's so much out like to watch. It's like, okay, how do I like schedule everything I have to watch? It's difficult. But
it's funny because I got some flack too for posting of that. I recently posted that Netflix is overdoing it with their content, and I got some flack for it. It's like, no, dude, I'm not complaining. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying like I want some breathing room because in October, week after week, you had first week Hill House,
The
week after Daredevil, week after that Sabrina, week after that Narcos. Week after that, May the Devil Take Out.
And also Making of a Murderer season 2.
Which fell under the wet radar.
Yeah, no one's talking about that.
And,
I finished it already, but...
And so it's like, I just want some breathing room at least. Like, give me like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Give me 2 weeks.
Because not everybody has time to just sit down and like binge,
Yeah, and I don't even like binging a whole lot. I try to I watch 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like a day, and then I'll come back and watch 3 more.
Yeah. Remember when you were little and you had to wait for it? You had to wait weekly to watch something?
I still prefer that method,
I do too, because there's more gratification out of it.
Yeah, especially when you get to the end, you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? But speaking of witches, I saw Suspiria.
I haven't seen it yet.
So let me give my quick thoughts on this.
Don't give anything away.
I
mean, I've already seen the original, but I know it's different, but I still don't give it away.
Okay, so there's a lot of mixed reviews about this. And people hate it, people love it. There's no one in between.
So did you love it or hate it?
I'm kind of one of the rare ones that's like kind of indifferent. Okay, so I missed 10 minutes of this movie because
You're late?
Yeah, because I had to find parking, and Santa Cruz was just packed during
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, and so it was packed. I cut someone off that I didn't know that he was gonna back into a fucking parking spot, and then we almost got it got heated.
Did you guys go together?
Yeah, she went in and got my seats and bought the tickets. I had to go and get my and I was like, there's no reason for both of us to be late.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to get there, and we went. By the time we walked in, the credits were already rolling. I was like, fuck, I missed something. And we did miss something, actually, because we missed a pivotal scene where there's the witches are talking, and they're talking about their plan. And their plan for Chloe Moretz character.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about their plan for her.
Oh,
and she escapes. This is all the first 10 minutes of the movie, so there's not a spoiler.
Okay.
So she escapes, and she talks to this doctor and tells him, like, these people are witches. You need to, do something. Help me. He doesn't listen until it's too late, and then she vanishes.
I heard she's not really in it.
No, she's not in it. She's not in it.
So she's just in the beginning.
She's in the beginning.
Okay.
And then the end. That's it.
Huh.
And I was I thought, but then it made sense because, like, when the poster came out, she wasn't even in the poster.
That's yeah.
And I was looking and like, wait, I don't see her in there.
So is she supposed to be like the one in the original Suspiria that's running through the woods? Is that supposed to be like her?
Yeah, okay. I would guess so. This movie though is edited very weird.
It's weird?
It's very disorienting.
Well, the director, isn't he like French or something?
Italian.
Oh, is it? So they're all into that kind of stuff.
Well, it's how like in the original it's all style and colorful.
That's beautiful.
And it just looks amazing, right?
Yeah.
This is just like the way that certain scenes are like cut. It's made. I think this movie is made to disorient you, so you don't understand what's going on.
Is it kind of like dance movement? Like
no,
is that how they edited it?
It's like there's like jump cuts that are weird. They're weird cuts.
It was mostly in the beginning, though. It seems like it got better as it went on.
No, there's still some.
That were just not good.
But I think that was intentional because I think that he wanted to disorient you. And the one problem too that I do have a problem with is that there are way too many subplots for this movie to be going on with.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need like 3 different storylines to tell one singular story. Like if they would have made this a series and they had those subplots and then at the end they all tied together,
That would have made more sense.
it would have made sense. But some of the storylines didn't even, connect to our main storyline.
Right.
And when it did, it felt like it was kind of forced.
Was it? I know it's not as colorful as the original. Was it more like mundane?
It was like drained of color.
Really?
Like the only color that was popping was like red.
And she's a redhead in it, right?
She like everything, like people that are wearing red dresses or like red shoes, red lipstick, that shit pops because everything else is just mundane and so drained. This could have been like a black and white film and it probably would have looked beautiful.
How was the music by Tom York? Not as good.
No.
Really?
No.
They should have had Trent Reznor do it.
It's funny because I think that I was listening to a podcast and it was saying that they made up the point that every single cast member is a female.
Oh yeah, even Tilda Swinton. Plays
Even the
doctor.
man is a female.
Tilda Swinton, yeah.
And
she should play David.
there's only 2 males officers, like 2 male cast members.
Mm-hmm.
They're only in it for 5 minutes or 2 minutes.
Really?
But they're used as a humiliating tool, right? The witches humiliate them, and they make.
To see their penis.
Really? There's male nudity?
Yeah, there's male nudity.
Yay! Is there female nudity?
Yeah. You gotta have both.
No, you don't.
Well, anyway, so I don't know how to transition to that. And so, fuck. What was I saying?
Male officers are used.
Oh yeah,
to...
so they're used to the witches humiliate them, right? So they make fun of them, and but at the end, you have this amazing sequence at the end, which is pretty fucking cool.
It was really good and then ruined by the music.
Because
the music wasn't
I
good,
feel like
Bad choice.
I feel like he shouldn't have sung. I think he should have had a woman sing that.
Oh, they're singing.
Yeah, there's at the end there's a song that a male sings.
Is it Tom York?
Yeah, it's Tom York. I feel like in one of the podcasters that I listened to, like Eric Kane, he said that that scene would have suited better had a woman had sang that song, because his whole thing is all females, and then to have a male voice be the last thing you hear is kind of a disservice to the film, especially since what you just saw.
Was it a good song?
No, see, I don't even.
Are you a
agree with
Radiohead
that.
fan though?
I think the melody was just way off for what was happening.
Are you a Radiohead fan? Because I mean, I know. Okay.
But I get the idea of what he was trying to do, which sort of juxtaposed this like gorgeous melody with this
the masculine,
really, hardcore scene that was very violent.
Oh, so is it gory?
Oh,
Right.
it's fucking the violence in here. You know how like the first one is just like so like over the top.
It's over the top, but the blood is beautiful. In the
Yeah,
first
but
one.
like everything here, it's like it's not like over the
It's
top.
not
It's
weird.
fucking it's painful.
Really?
It's fucking painful to watch.
So did you both? I'm gonna ask both of you. Did you love it or hate it?
I liked it. I liked it better than the original.
Really? Okay. What did you?
I'm kind of indifferent because I missed that first 10 minutes, and I feel like had I seen that first 10 minutes, I think I would have had a different opinion.
Did you like it better than the original?
No, because I feel like the original was. I like the original just for selfish reasons, just because I think it's a beautiful film,
Yeah.
and I think it's the way it looks, and I want to see it in Blu-ray form. I want to see how that looks,
Yeah.
especially on my TV. But this movie is just way too long.
That's what a
It's
lot of people are
2
complaining
hours
about.
and a half. It's
Yeah.
2.5 hours long. It doesn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Was there a lot of dialogue in it, or is it more visual?
There's a lot of dialogue.
Because I feel like the original was more visual.
It's visual storytelling. This one is actual storytelling.
Oh.
Like someone on Facebook has said that Suspiria, the original, is substance, it's style over substance, while this one is substance over style. And I could see that.
Okay. I really want to see it because I love the original and I'm a huge Argento fan.
And they set up the three mothers. I'm not sure I agree with the twist though. There's a twist.
There is a twist?
There is an amazing twist, and there was a post credit scene that we missed.
Oh no.
So there was a credit scene that we walked out on.
How was Tilda Swinton in this? Was she good?
Oh, she was amazing.
I love her.
She's amazing in everything she's in.
I freaking love Tilda. I really want her to play David Bowie. Like, I think
could totally see
she
that.
would be amazing.
Didn't she dress up as Bowie in something?
She did, yeah. I don't know if it was after he died or if he wanted her to do it, but she did like do it. She did the
because I remember
Life
seeing
on Mars.
Is that what it? That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
And
I knew I'd seen that
she's
somewhere.
played androgynous characters in the past.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
I don't know. There's a twist in here that I don't necessarily agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that was needed, and I kind of feel cheated because it wasn't explained to me.
What do you mean?
I can't say it because it'll ruin it for you. But let me just say that there's a twist that's supposed to be like,
but was it?
But it kind of was like,
Just
well, to me personally, anyway.
Okay.
I don't know if it worked for other people. If it worked for you, please.
Is it an obvious
No, it's not.
twist?
It's not an obvious twist.
It's not?
No.
So you have to like pay attention.
You have to pay attention.
Okay.
And I don't know. I was mad the whole entire time because of the incident that happened.
Yeah.
I was so mad, and I was like, fuck, I do not want to be here right now. Because I almost...
So do you think it was just like your movie experience was ruined because of that?
Yeah, probably.
That has I do think...
That does have an effect.
An experience you have, especially the people you're watching it with, or whatever happened to you prior, or the audio, everything has an effect.
Yeah, no, it does. And I was so fucking mad. I was mad because I was like, fuck, I do not want to be here. And I was so anxious. I was like shaking, and I was just like, I couldn't concentrate. I was just so mad thinking about it.
You gotta watch it again. That way you can see the beginning.
Because I was fucking heated. And like, so, okay, I'm in a garage, and this guy, okay, I see a car backing up. I'm like, okay, cool. I got a parking spot. I'm lucky. First floor, right there. There's a truck in front of him. Mm-hmm. The only thing I can see is a truck, so my guess is that he's waiting for other people, right? And so he backs up, and then the truck moves forward. I was like, all right. And so I take that spot. Mm-hmm. He's trying to back in, and he honks at me. And he's like, what do you want me to do? How the fuck do I know that you're backing in? And then I had to wait by my car because I didn't know if he was going to come back down and do something to my car. So
so then you're like waiting, like, I hope my car's okay.
Yeah. And so like, I'm like,
your experience is just ruined.
And then he comes out driving out when I'm walking away, and he starts honking at me. He said, "There's my fucking buddy, man. Fuck you piece of shit." Like,
he said that?
Yeah. And I'm like, and I just went like this. I just threw my hands up with my my pinky and my thumbs up. Yeah. I just went like this, like, hang loose.
Hang loose, dude.
And I was just hoping he'd stop his car. And I was like,
bro.
I was just hoping I hope he was stopping his car, because you know what?
Imagine if he followed you in the theater and sat like right next to you.
You know, I honestly thought I did see him in the theater. And I was like, oh, I was so mad.
He's like throwing popcorn over your head the whole time.
Why didn't you just give him the spot?
Wait, what was this like? The theater doesn't have a
Mars
parking.
In Libra. I'm all Scorpio in so many ways, but my Mars is in Libra.
I was already parked.
I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
It was like Seinfeld, that Seinfeld episode.
I would have just moved.
Yeah. So I think.
Do you see how he looked at me all annoyed?
So I think you gotta watch it again. That way, a more calming atmosphere.
Well, it is by Amazon Studios, so the VOD will be hitting soon.
Oh, good. I want to watch it.
So I don't know. So I was agitated the whole entire time, and it was a slow movie.
Did they show witchiness though?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They did, and I was like, you know what? I should have seen another movie.
Really?
Like I was thinking the whole entire time we should see another movie.
We should have saw The Grinch.
No, we should have saw like something like Overlord or something just like
I've been
really
hearing
past.
a lot of good things about Overlord. My
I
friend,
wanna see that.
my friend's like, you gotta watch it.
Plus,
I think
I'm a
you'd
big
like it.
AC/DC fan. So when I heard the AC/DC song, I'm like, yes.
But my friend's like, I think you dig it, and
It looked
yeah, I
good
do.
to me.
I like Wyatt Russell, so
I want to see that too. I think we might go see that tonight. And
what else is out right now? There's not much.
Girl in the Spider's Web,
I'll wait.
which
I love that actress though.
a lot of people are like dumping on.
Why?
They said it's not good. It's like
she's a good actress though.
Yeah, but just because you're a good actress doesn't mean you can elevate the material.
No, but I do think good acting helps a movie for sure.
Well, I don't know. I like Fede Alvarez, and I think he's done several.
Blood Rage. No, I'm joking.
He's done several good. He's done good movies.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe, Evil Dead, which we differ
I
on,
don't-
which is fine. But I think he put an interesting twist to it, and
Did not like the Evil
and
Dead
I
remake.
thought he's a solid filmmaker. I
Do you
think
think the acting was good in the original
Well, it was dubbed. There's been a lot of weird.
Oh,
Not the
before
dubbing,
before
but just
that,
the acting.
Jessica Harper is in the new one.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
As what? Is she a
I
teacher?
can't tell you that, but I will say she is in it, and it's kind of nice to see though.
It's hard to say if it's good because a lot of those Italian films, the dubbing and the different language. So, and I always joke about this because it's like if you watch, so I went to film school and I went to film school with a lot of like pretentious people praising a lot of foreign films, right? And I always joke like, if you want to do a film, do it in a different language because then it'll get a better audience. People praise the fuck out of foreign cinema because, it's so different, it's so unique, and this and that. And it's like, if you do an American film but make it in a different language, I'm sure you'll have way more people wanting to see it. So it's really hard to say that because watching the original Suspiria, and I haven't seen it since, I saw it on the big screen at Castro Theater in SF 2013. That was the last time I saw it. It's hard to say if it's good acting because of that. Because it's Italian.
We went and saw it in an old theater in San Francisco too, and that experience I enjoyed because
it's beautiful, and
you also felt like you were back in the
Yeah.
time that it was made because the theater was old
and everyone's into it. Yeah.
The music was, the
Goblin. Yeah.
The soundtrack, everything was way too loud. Remember, it was turned up so crazy loud, but
yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Mhm.
I just. Watching the new one, for me, the acting was so way more on point. So
really?
The acting is really on point.
Mhm.
As soon as there's any acting that seems off to me.
Was Dakota Johnson good?
Who?
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, she was good.
Really?
You know what? I think she gets an unfair rap because of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
She was really good in Bad Times at El Royale.
Okay.
She was good.
Yeah,
she's a decent actress, and I think it's because of those 50 Shades of Grey. It's like Kristen Stewart
Movies are stupid.
from Twilight.
Don't
Yeah.
waste your time with 50
But I
Shades
love
of Grey.
Twilight.
But-
I love
okay,
Twilight, so I
okay,
can't hate.
Okay, but like
I
Twilight.
love Twilight, so I don't give a shit. I will defend that movie.
Okay, I'm not trying to diss, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying like how Kristen
Same
Stewart,
with
right?
But same with Pattinson.
Well, Pattinson too.
Yeah.
And what's his Lautner, Taylor
Taylor
Lautner.
Lautner, yeah.
How they got a bad rap from those
Yeah.
movies because
Yeah.
they were just because of bad acting, quote unquote. Let's just for sake of argument,
On
just
On her it was, but not on him.
okay. Let's just say for sake of
No,
argument.
I know what
okay?
you mean. I know what you mean.
So
Yeah.
I think that's why is because like those films are not good.
And then you get typecasted. Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt they kind of she kind of broke the mold with Bad Times at El Royale, you know, because
I want to check that out.
she played a
That was
badass.
amazing.
She played a real badass, and then in this one, you know, she played someone that was really vulnerable, and she really brought that vulnerability out.
Does Mia Goth have a big role in this?
Yeah, she-
I like her. She's weird.
Where
She was in a movie that
wasn't she in Stoker? Was that her in Stoker?
No, that's what's her face. That's another.
Oh,
actress.
Mia
Please
Wachowski.
it up.
No, I'm trying to think of her name.
That was what's her face.
She was in Carol. She was in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Katie Cassidy?
No, the other one.
Rooney Mara?
Yeah, that was not Rooney Mara.
Yeah,
in
Rooney
Stoker.
Mara. Oh no, Stoker was Mia Wachowski.
Oh, Wachowski. There you go.
Or
Mia
Wash-
Goth was in a movie.
Wasowski or something like that.
She's Polish. Is that Polish? Yeah.
Yeah. Cure for Wellness.
Yes, which I was excited
The daughter.
for, and I saw it, and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, we
It
saw
was
that.
good. It was okay, but it was.
It was
like,
beautiful.
yeah,
I like the
yeah.
trailer. The trailer though made
Yeah,
it seem
made
like
it seem like it was gonna be really
phenomenal.
good, and then it was
And the ending when he's like he's trying to do his daughter. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know? And
There are like 3 times in that movie they could have fucking ended it and it would have been good.
it was too long.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. I will say hands down that was beautifully shot. And I love the cinematography, but I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? But yeah, she's good. She used to be married to Shia LaBeouf. But
Mia Goth?
yeah, they divorced though. She's always plays like the weird characters.
Well, in this one she's actually pretty grounded.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I love the style. I don't know. I like the way it looks.
So you liked it more than the original?
I did.
Wow.
And I really appreciated the sort of 70s.
It had a 70s like
Yeah, it
look
took
to
place-
it.
The
It-
fashion. I'm a huge fan of the 70s.
Yeah, me
For
too.
whatever reason, I love the 70s. Well, I was a kid in the 70s, but It was really 70s looking.
So
I like that.
And
the shoes,
I like that.
the
clothing, everything felt very 70s.
so this Suspiria takes place in the same year that the original was released, 1977.
77.
Hey,
Yeah, I really do. I do want to. It's just hard too because again, these type of films don't get released everywhere, so these are hard to find.
Also,
movies,
for like remake, like I know we differ on remakes, but as far as this is like a total like reimagining.
Yeah.
Like if you can take an old movie and kind of reimagine it into your own vision and put your own spin to it, I think it holds more weight.
I'm more appreciative of that. Where if it's like
what they did here, that's what I felt like.
I don't mind those as much as like a Nightmare on Elm Street. Come on,
like Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh my god.
Is like a shot-for-shot remake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the second half of the film is basically a shot-for-shot remake of the original.
It's like why? Like those, they're not necessary.
But Halloween 2 was more zombie than Carpenter, though.
I agree on that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if
they just made it so.
If Zombie,
white.
I guarantee you, if Zombie would have like done his own Halloween movie, and put his own voice on it,
or did a sequel even,
I think it would have been a much better movie, and I think it would have been something where it would have elevated Zombie to like a different level.
But here's the thing, though. I think so many people, including me, and even Carpenter himself said so. He gave way too much backstory to Myers, and the whole point of Michael Myers is you don't know why he's doing this. But the first like half hour is just this kid in like a horrible home, and that was just so like trashy. Like it wasn't suburbia. Like his mom's a stripper, and his like I don't know. It just was so trashy, and every other word was a cuss word.
Well, the thing is that they represent the lower middle class.
But I know. But if he did like his own thing, I still think he would have given way too much backstory.
I think if he would have done his own thing and kind of shortened that first half, I think it could have been a better film and not do a shot-for-shot remake.
Towards the second half?
Sounds like he did do his own thing.
No, but I'm saying in the second half of the movie...
Wait a minute.
The second half of the movie is a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
Right.
So the thing is that if he didn't do a shot-for-shot remake of the Halloween Night and kind of just did his own fucking thing and kind of built on the beginning and made his own twist, I guarantee you that movie would elevate it.
It's hard too because Zombie is such a horror fan. Like he's obsessed with horror films. And I loved House of Thousand Corpses because yes, it was similar to Texas Chainsaw, but it wasn't, and it was his own thing. So there's a way of doing that and not remaking something. Have your own original story. Mm-hmm. Clueless. So it's just like stop remaking shit. Like make something or make a sequel. Make something that's similar, but it's your own thing. I don't know. It's like enough already.
As you can tell, she is bothered by that.
I'm bothered. Speaking of Pattinson, did you ever see?
Every time you're annoyed.
Did you ever see? Speaking of Twilight, did you ever see Jimmy? Is it Jimmy? No, who was it? Jimmy Fallon making fun of Robert Pattinson as Twilight, as Edward Cullen.
No, I didn't see that.
And he's in a tree, and it's called Bothered, and he's like, I'm bothered. It's like everything that bothers him, but he says Edward Cullen. So me and my friend, always used to joke, I'm bothered. But yeah, it bothers me.
That's funny. I know I didn't see that.
It's hilarious.
Was that recent?
No, this is when Twilight was out.
Oh, it was when it was big?
Yeah. I love Twilight.
Wait, when he had his Tonight Show or his Late Show?
Late Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not to, I don't know if it's really a spoiler, but I also really appreciated the ending. Although the music.
Suspiria?
Yeah, it was Suspiria, sorry. Too much.
I need another one. I'm out.
I'm all, what am I saying?
Pepper, go make me another one.
It was shot all in like a red filter.
Oh, cool. I like that.
It was really pretty gory.
Without giving it away.
It was really good.
Is this when they're dressed up in those red outfits?
No.
Okay.
No.
What was that?
That's a dance sequence.
Okay.
Once you watch the movie, you'll understand why the dance sequence is important.
Okay.
But I don't want to give too much away on that because.
But do you recommend it though? Do you recommend watching it?
Music ruined it? Even if it was, imagine it sung as a woman, that melody.
I don't know. I don't remember the song all that well. I have to rewatch it. but I don't think the music was. I don't know. The music didn't bother me, but I don't think the music was. The music wasn't as prevalent though.
That sucks because Tom York is good.
Haunting. I think it was supposed to make the ending seem. I don't. It just.
It just didn't flow. It didn't work.
Yeah, it just didn't work. I can't pinpoint why.
That sucks because Tom York is so good.
Like happy or something.
Oh, it was happy, but maybe they wanted to be
like,
happy for a horrific
haunting
scene.
Enough. I mean, So what I would imagine is, you know how you're watching a horror movie and then you hear like a child singing a song.
Oh yeah, it's creepy.
And it's like creepy, but
yeah,
it's, you know, you think of children as
innocent,
cute and innocent, but it sounds creepy, kind of put where it is in the scene. It made me feel like that's what. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely off. But it felt like that's what it was supposed to sort of give that sort of like it was supposed to be kind of haunting and like. Did you think that too, or no?
I just think he had the wrong voice for it. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think a female voice could have improved it. I think the melody was like too. It was just off.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but
this is the same director of Call Me by Your Name, right?
Yeah.
Which I want to check out. I haven't seen that.
Or is a really good movie.
I like Armie Hammer.
Which she's getting slammed.
He's so hot. You know, he's related to the Hammer film.
Huh?
That's his like grandfather. The Hammer films.
Hammer. Oh, really?
Yeah. That's his like family.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice connection there.
Yeah, right.
Wow. But yeah, Suspiria, I would recommend it. Again, just
go in it with like
open mind.
Okay.
Open mind. You go in there already making up your mind about it. You're gonna hate it.
Okay.
You got it. You really. This is a
Why
movie.
do you think people hated it? Without giving too much away, why do you think people hated it?
It was too long.
Okay.
It was slow, and there was.
What if you like slow burners though?
There's a slow burner, yeah, but not too many people like slow burns though.
Not anymore. Yeah.
You know, but then again, this is a limited run, so people that are gonna go see this are gonna be into it. But even people that like slow burns, they like big payoffs.
You don't think this had a big payoff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the payoff was supposed to be like really big, but to me personally, I don't think it worked because there wasn't a clear path to get there.
Okay.
At least in my view. Again, I do recommend it. Go in with an open mind and check it out. And bring this has enough to keep you engaged, but it is a slow movie. So just be prepared for that.
Yeah, I want to check it out once it comes on demand or on Amazon or whatever.
Yeah, and so anything else you've been watching?
Well, okay. Last night I couldn't find anything to watch, so I watched Devil because I've never seen it.
Devil.
Have you seen it? The M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, yeah.
And my husband hates, with a fucking passion, hates M. Night Shyamalan. Like, he cannot stand him at all.
I kind of hate him too, honestly. I think Sixth Sense is not that good of a movie.
I liked The Sixth Sense, and I liked Signs. He hates Signs. He goes, aliens, aliens, you know, the world is made of water. How could they be
They're not
water?
aliens. They're demons.
Anyway, so I was like, I can't find anything. Let's just watch.
Well, to be fair, it's not an M. Night Shyamalan movie, though.
He didn't direct it. He wrote it and produced it.
He produced it.
He didn't direct it.
I think that's the
But it has Tom Hardy. Just kidding.
Yeah,
it has the guy that looks like Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
He's hot. Holy shit. But
I think that's what put a lot of people off because of M. Night. Because after that, because before that, he did some atrocious movies.
What else has he? I feel like he tries to direct all of the stuff he writes, though. Was this the only one that he?
This is the only one that.
I wonder
This was actually supposed to be connected to Unbreakable.
Well, I don't see that at all. There's a devil, demon.
M. Night Shyamalan was supposed to set this in the same universe as Unbreakable.
So is he trying to start like his own Marvel universe?
Well, he when he was writing Unbreakable, he already had a plan for the Beast and Glass.
That looks dumb.
Oh my god. Oh, anyway, so you saw the movie.
So yeah, I was like, I keep seeing this, and I should just watch it. I literally couldn't find anything to watch. I've like seen everything, so I'm like, let's just watch it. He goes, okay, it's gonna be some big twist, and there wasn't really. So we watched it, and it felt like a '90s cable TV movie.
You didn't like it?
I didn't hate it. I just think it could have been better. And it's like, why that elevator? Why is like, I don't know. Like, it didn't have a big twist. It would have been cool if this movie was done in like the 60s and it was like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. That would have been really dope. But, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great.
I don't know. I really liked that movie. I thought it was a really good movie.
But you know what I mean? Like, it has like a Twilight Zone kind of feel to it.
It does. It does have a Twilight Zone ending.
Yeah.
Which I'll admit. But when I first rented this movie, I wasn't expecting much because he did like Airbender and something else before that.
Oh, I forgot about
the Village, right?
I liked The Village,
and so he was kind of on a shitty role. But
I
then,
liked The Village.
Okay,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay,
come
you
on.
can like The Village all you want. Doesn't mean it's a good movie.
Whatever. I thought it was great. I thought it was beautiful. It wasn't as bad as God. What's that water one?
Oh, don't even talk about that
Bryce
one.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's it called?
With Paul Giamatti.
So bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
The Happening was the worst, I think.
The bees, right? Was the bees or the trees?
No, the bees was Wicker Man.
Oh, was it the trees?
The trees, yeah.
The trees. Oh my god, the trees, really. Okay. Anyway,
Devil.
I really liked this movie, and I thought it kept my interest, and the cast was very the cast was very interesting to say. I like Bokeem Woodbine. He's really good. Logan Marshall Green.
He was the best.
He is so fucking underrated.
He should be a leading man.
He is so underrated.
And I need to see Upgrade still. I haven't seen Upgrade.
Have you seen The Invitation?
Yeah, he was great in that.
He was fucking terrific in that. How is this guy not a movie star?
I really like, and I think because the whole Tom Hardy thing, because they look so much alike. But I think he's like a total leading man.
I think so too, and I think. Yeah. And I really wish that they would have casted him alongside Tom Hardy in Legend.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah. Totally. But
that would have been amazing.
He has a twin, though.
Does he really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're identical, but I know he has a twin.
Who, Hardy or Green?
Green.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. But I think he was so good, and he carried this movie.
He did.
You know?
And I knew he had to be tied in with, like, the drunk driver...
Yeah,
killing the kids type
and
of
I
thing,
felt like that was a really good twist,
but it wasn't a twist enough. Like, it wasn't hardcore. It wasn't M. Night Shyamalan twist.
It wasn't but it was a twist just enough to get the audience like on his side.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just like you don't want to see him die.
Yeah,
and I feel like.
But the ending, like that's it.
But I feel like him. I feel like him atoning for him because that's kind of the under theme to the whole movie is forgiveness.
Yeah, but that's how they ended it. I wanted more of like a punch, you know what I mean?
I thought that was the right way to end it, honestly, and I felt like if you ended a movie like that not with like a bang or a whimper, but just like kind of fizzle, just subtle. I feel like that has more of an impact because then it carries with you. You're like you think about it more. It's like, oh shit, what happened to him after?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not finalized.
Yeah, like did he take him to the police station or did he take him
for a ride?
Yeah. Take you for a ride. But yeah, I saw that, and then it's not really horror. It's more of like a thriller drama. It's what's it called? That Joaquin Phoenix one that just came out recently. Give me a sec. And it's so good.
Oh, You Were Never Here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you
we
seen
saw
it?
that. Yeah.
I really, really liked it, and I think I fucking love Joaquin Phoenix.
He was really good. I actually can appreciate him being a badass.
He's always, I mean, to me, because I like River Phoenix's brother, but I just really.
But I feel like this was the role though where he was like
he was kind of weird, right?
He was weird, but he was a fucking badass.
Yeah, the hammer.
And you know what? What I really enjoy about this movie that it was so surreal.
The way it was shot was really pretty too. Like
it was,
and it's a female director.
And the violence wasn't necessarily like glamorized. It was like portrayed in a real way.
That raw, realistic way.
And that whole sequence through the surveillance cams, that was fucking awesome. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, this is pretty cool.
And I love the scene like towards the end of the diner where you like, I'm like, oh my god, is that real? And then it's like, oh no, he didn't kill himself. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she like hands him the bill. Here you go, sir. But I really, really liked it. And it's one of those movies where it's like, maybe it doesn't have a happy ending. It's not an unhappy ending, but it's kind of like one of those things like, what now? Yeah. You know? And I love those. And I just like love his character because his character is kind of weird. Like, I don't know. He was just kind of like doing quirky things throughout the movie. And I'm wondering, was that like a choice on his behalf? Or was
I think
that
it was a
script?
choice. I think it was a choice. Because Joaquin Phoenix, like, you know, throughout his career, it's always been said that he's kind of a method actor,
like Christian Bale.
Yeah, and so he kind of takes it to like the next degree.
Yeah.
And so I heard when he did the what was it? He Won't Get Far. He actually spent. Yeah, it's one of the ones he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, I want to see that.
And He Won't Get Far. Or, I can't remember what it was called.
That came out this year.
On
foot. Yeah, there you go. I really want to see that.
Yeah, and so I heard like he spent the whole entire time on the wheelchair or something like that. Or
he's a Scorpio. He's intense. No, but and then a lot of people are hating on him. But I'm excited for his Joker.
I am too, actually.
And people are hating on it, but I'm like, no, I'm like looking forward to it.
I really do think he might come through.
Yeah, they'll see.
You know, with the whole thing that placing it in the 70s.
Yeah.
His makeup. People understand that is not what the Joker's gonna look like. That's what he's gonna look like in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out. Please, chill the fuck out. That is not his final look. That is just how he's supposed to look in this movie. Because what they're doing is that they're going with the Red Hood Joker, where the Joker was a street performer.
So the makeup is
supposed to be for his street performance. It's not the real Joker. Everyone calm the fuck down.
Yeah, I saw a new photo recently where he's in like a phone booth and he's got like a red, kind of like a Pennywise red.
Yeah, he's got a mask on and he's on the phone.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks cool. But no, I love him. And I think he's one of my favorite actors of today. And it's sad too, because the movie, it's like that shit happens all the time. Underage sex trafficking. Yeah. And it's all the time. It's everywhere. And to me, that's like horrific. There's another movie on Shudder. Is it called Unsafe or something, where it's like these two girls?
Shuttle.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you see Shuttle?
I saw Shuttle.
That ending.
Where they pan across the containers, right?
Yes, in the shipyard, and it's getting. That's scary. To me, that's more terrifying than like a maniac on the loose, like that, because that actually happens like everywhere.
Maniacs on the loose.
It's so current, but you know what I mean, like the whole sex trafficking thing. Like I don't know, and it's just sad, you know, because like men all over do that, especially in Thailand. It's the worst. Like I don't know. But it's check it out though. It's a really good movie. I really recommend it. And he's, like I said, he's kind of weird, but he's got like a sensitive side of the movie too. But yeah, so those are like the latest things I watched. Other than that, just like Scientology documentaries, because that's a whole other trip.
Wow.
Yeah, Scientology is weird.
So I saw a movie called Sushi Girl. And
I hope this didn't rip off the idea I had.
Which was?
So years and years in film school, I wrote it. I even like submitted it in my film school, so it's documented. But it's this, it's a short film, and it's a guy that like is short on cash and he needs just like a quick job. So he signs up to be one of those sushi models. Like you go to their house and.
How do you eat sushi off his bean?
That's the whole point of my story, though. So hold on. So he signs up to do sushi modeling, you know, and then he gets a gig at this like really nice neighborhood, right? And it's like this housewife that answers the door, and he goes in. He goes, "Oh, okay, she's a hot housewife, you know." And then like all these other housewives come out, and he's laying down, and like the sushi gets displayed on him and everything. And then they don't eat the sushi; they eat him. So it's like cannibalism and like really.
Wait, how do they eat him?
They start clawing at him and digging at him with knives.
And he doesn't get up and leave?
No, because two of them are holding him down. And
he must be a weak man then.
No, and he's in pain. No, it's a lot of women around him, and they're like really powerful.
Why not have him strap him down?
Because they're holding him, and he's in pain because they're like taking his.
I'm not
skin off.
I'm not trying to be sexist or nothing, but I don't buy like two women. I don't buy two women holding him down.
Because they're like tearing at him, and he's in like horrible pain, and he can't really move.
He's moving.
Not really.
He's kicking his legs.
You know, I used to wrestle with my ex-husband, and I could get him.
Yeah.
He was really strong.
Especially if you go for the penis.
I'm just saying.
They take his penis,
but
and
my legs where I could get him, he couldn't get out when I got him in certain wrestling holds.
And they're just tearing, but it's like fast. Like they're tearing at him like super fast and like blood and gore, like just so over the top gore. But it was a short and it was going to be playing with like cute 50s music.
Like Sandman?
Not Sandman, but I was thinking like The Association, Cherish, or like another cute 50s song.
Speaking of cannibalism, that Tom Petty, I remember seeing this Tom Petty music video, You Don't Belong Here, with it's supposed to be Alice in Wonderland.
Is that Don't Come Around Here?
Yeah,
no
yeah,
more?
Don't Come Around Here.
Don't come around here no more.
So
I love Tom Petty.
I never heard that song, right?
That's such a good song.
When I was a kid, the only thing I saw was this girl.
Because he's wearing like the Mad Hatter hat.
Yeah,
right?
and then I just remember the ending, and the ending scared the shit out of me. Because all of a sudden, this girl is lying down and she turns into like a piece of cake, and all these guys are just fucking slicing the shit out of her and they're eating her.
That was a cool video, though.
But when I saw it at 6, I thought that shit was terrifying.
I love that video. I love Tom Petty.
I don't know. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just saying like.
Kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah, that just reminded me of that. But I saw Sushi Girl, but no, this doesn't rip off your idea.
Good.
This is about a inmate who did 3 years for a robbery. And his old crew finds out that he gets out. They invite him over for dinner, and they set up this sushi girl. They put her on the table, and then they put like exotic sushi, right? So they start with your standard sushi on the outside, and then it's like the exotic sushi on the inside. And then as soon as you get closer to her vulva, it's like the poisonous fish, where you know how like in Japan they have like this certain fish that is poisonous that you can't eat.
Fish.
Yeah.
And
so and if
it's slice it right,
if they don't slice it right, they
the way it's cut.
yeah. And so they said
the way they test the chef that prepares it for you is they have to, when they're testing it, they have to eat it themselves after they.
Oh really?
Get it ready. Yeah.
Wow.
so that's what's on her vulva, and so like the main guy is. And the main guy is saying, like,
Is she shaved or not shaved?
Ew.
Shaved.
Is he getting annoyed?
So-
Of course, she's probably naked.
No, of course she's naked.
No, but they'll probably show everything.
No, they don't actually.
Okay, good.
They don't. Like, she's covered. Like, her, everything, like her breasts.
Why'd you bother watching it then?
My God. Everything's covered with leaves and shit. And the point is that the. Yeah, like big leaves, like tree leaves.
That's
Like
weird.
leaves?
You don't use leaves with
Like
sushi.
No, it's just like.
Seaweed you do.
Is it seaweed? I don't know what it is.
That green stuff?
Yeah. Okay, so she's all covered in that, and the guy's saying, the more you move in, the more dangerous it gets because we don't know. We don't know if what's on her is poisonous or not.
Then who the fuck would even eat that? That's stupid.
They're all criminals, and so the whole mindset that our main antagonist has is that he's a gambler.
Oh, so he's trying to.
And so he's trying to, and so he raises the stakes by saying, "Look, the more we do it, we can eat." And
is this the whole movie? They're just around this girl.
No.
Oh.
So they're around, and so they bring the guy that got out of prison back, and the guy that's out of prison knows where the diamonds are.
There's diamonds?
Yeah, they rip off. You don't know what they're talking about till later, and then when it cuts back to a flashback scene, you see that they ripped off this diamond exchange place.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Now.
And then he was the last one to have them, but he got caught, and so they think that he hit them, but when in actuality he never hit them. He lost them. And so, and it is such a great cast.
Is it?
You have Danny Trejo,
he's
Michael
in it?
Biehn, Jeff Fahey.
Son of a bitch. What was that? Ew. Ew, that sounds gross.
It's poisonous vulva.
Ew.
The button's called eating pussy.
Ew, stop. Why do you keep playing those? You played something like that last week. So gross.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd's in it?
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill.
What year did this come out?
It is. Yeah, hold
like
on.
2013 or something?
Hold on.
Don't come around here no more. I got that stuck in my head. Hey, whatever you're looking for.
2012.
Oh, 2012. Okay.
It was so great to see Mark Hamill as a fucking vicious criminal.
Well, he does the voice of the Joker.
Yeah, but that's a voiceover. To see Mark Hamill fucking get a hammer and fucking get a chopstick and start fucking pummeling it into someone's kneecap is fucking awesome.
So Sushi Girl, does she play an important character?
Yeah, she does, but Sushi Girl is supposed to lie there. Oh, and Sonny Chiba's in there. I don't know if you know what Sonny Chiba is. Yeah. A famous Japanese martial artist. Mm-hmm. You might know him as Hanzo.
Yeah.
From Kill Bill. He's in there, but the Sushi Girl is supposed to lie there still. She's supposed to be catatonic and not move. And they're talking all this crazy shit about killing people, robbing people.
Wow.
And she's absorbing all this information. And she's like, fuck.
Does she have any other importance in this? Or
yeah, she has a major importance to this movie. And it's like when you it's like a big twist. Mm-hmm. And it all connects back to the robbery.
Oh, okay.
And it is so good. I'm like, oh my God. Is it like
gory?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking gruesome.
Does anyone eat the poisonous fish part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. And that's the payoff.
Where can you watch this?
It's on Prime. You can rent it for like $2.
You can rent it? Okay.
It is so good. And you know, people talk about Tarantino-esque. This is the closest. Like, this and Low Life are the closest to someone getting to a Tarantino-esque level.
Is it too much dialogue, though? Because those are annoying to me sometimes. When it's too much. He does way too much dialogue.
But I think you would enjoy this because there's a lot of things going along with the dialogue, but there's so much action, and what's a better way? It's like everything they say is important. So it's
not just like bullshit.
It's not bullshit. Everything they say is prevalent to what's going on at hand. And to me, like, in ways of storytelling in one setting, I feel like this could rival like Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's that good.
Well, and it has a good cast.
And it's just like, wow, like how the fuck did you get Mark Hamill to do this?
I know, right?
Like, I want to see Mark Hamill fucking take someone's teeth out again. You know what I mean? That was so good.
Spoiler alert.
And but Low Life, you know, that's another Tarantino-esque.
I haven't seen it. You guys talked about that last time. I haven't seen it.
And that one is kind of like, that would rival Pulp Fiction, just in storytelling. But again, both these movies have a very creative and clever way of tying our main storyline together and tying it in really, really kind of nicely at the end.
Are you a Tarantino fan?
Yes, I am.
Did you see that article recently about the composer?
Yeah, that was fake, actually. Playboy Germany came out and said, yes, we made up the whole thing. We made
up the whole thing. I just thought it was funny, though, like reading a lot of people's comments.
Yeah,
but it is true, though. He does rip off everyone from the 60s and 70s.
Okay, so...
He does.
Well, okay, so... Yeah, he does. There's actually a video on YouTube that says Tarantino still like Tarantino.
Yeah.
Or Tarantino stills. I think that's the one, and they put like movie clips from old movies and a lot of his movies.
Yeah, like side by side.
Side by side, and they play out exactly the same way, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, if I was Tarantino and I was making films, I'd probably do the same thing too. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, like, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. Tarantino puts a fucking voice and his own spin to each of one of those movies. You watch a Tarantino movie, it's his own voice. It's not no one else's voice. Yes, he may took an idea from somewhere else, but he put his voice behind it. He's trying to tell you something. Yeah. He's like saying, look, this is my vision. Yes, I took the idea, but I'm not, like, blatantly taking it. I'm admitting that I'm taking it. Tarantino never shies saying I didn't steal. He's like, yeah, I fucking steal all the time. He's like, I do that. It's homage. I fucking do it. I love movies. He worked in a fucking video store for fucking 10 years. Yeah. All he did was watch movies.
Yeah, he didn't go to like school or anything for it. He just like studied
Neither did Robert Rodriguez, and yet they both made classic movies. And that's what I don't understand why people hate Tarantino. It's like I
can see both sides. Like I can see why they don't like him, and then I can see why they do like him.
Tarantino has a way of writing characters, like very bad characters.
Yeah.
And you fucking like them.
You're on their side.
That's
you like them.
For a long time. He's really good at writing a really horrible character.
Mr. Blonde, Hans Landa.
Yeah. Even Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
Who's another one? The guy from Jackie Brown, Samuel L. Jackson's character, Jules.
Okay, what do you think is his best film? Do you even like one of his films?
No, I like Tarantino. Again, when I went to film school, every guy like jerked off to him they would not shut up about Tarantino. And I worked on a film called Tarantino in Jail, which like we casted this guy to play Tarantino and have everything make sense of his movies. So I got like over it, because I was like, there's so many better directors out there that aren't recognized, but all I heard was Tarantino. So I got really sick of it real quick. But I do like him. I just don't. I'm not gonna like bust a nut over him.
But see, the thing is like he's a fucking fan making movies, and you're a fan of movies. How the fuck are you gonna hate his movies? He's a fan. He's basically doing what you want to do.
I can see the people that don't like him. I can see why, because he is.
I think the people that don't like him are the ones that are just not present company excluded, because I don't know if you are one.
No,
but
I just pretentious
said people are pretentious. So they're just someone that just have highbrow. Someone that's just a little too highbrow and don't get it.
I feel, because my husband hates him, so I feel like the dialogue. Well, Rudy's very picky, but I just feel like I could see like, oh, gotta have that dialogue. To me, I like a little more visual. I do like Tarantino, though. I'm not saying I hate him. I do like him, and I'm actually excited for his new film because it has Leonardo DiCaprio in it,
and Brad Pitt,
and it's about like the Manson and Hollywood and stuff. So I am like into that. I just think sometimes I can't just sit down and watch a Tarantino movie. I have to be in the mood. You know what I mean? Like. It's kind of like you got to prepare yourself. But I think he does, like, Kill Bill I really liked. I love Uma Thurman. And I thought that was a really good... I thought it was a really good, strong female performance. So I do like him. I just think I can't just, like, sit down, though. I have to, like, be prepared because I don't like too much talking. Too much, like, it's too much, So it's like...
One thing I love about Tarantino, though, is that, like, he draws it out. Like, every time there's, like,
depending on what film, though.
Like, the bar scene in Inglourious Bastards.
Which I wasn't really a fan
The whole bar, the 25 minutes.
I didn't care for Inglourious Bastards. And they set everything
up. And then, like, it sets up this whole big shootout. But just the tension.
Yeah.
Just to draw it out.
He does good build-up.
And then it's, like, 30 minutes up until just, like, for, like, a 2-minute gunfight.
Yeah.
And everyone dies. And it's like...
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Tarantino has gotten better at, by drawing the viewers in and luring them into tension and knowing something's coming by setting certain scenes up and then having a big release. And you're like, holy shit, that was cool.
What was the last movie he did? Was it Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, he's only going to do 2 more movies and that's it.
He takes like time.
Like too much dialogue.
I do.
I always kind of enjoy it, the banter.
Yeah, I do too.
I always feel like the character kind of fits with whatever. But his character's always kind of quirky and like nervous, anxious. I don't know. I always feel like I can kind of relate to.
I don't know. You asked what my favorite Tarantino is. For a long time it was Reservoir Dogs. I really fucking love that movie. Just because for the DIY effect and just because what he did on a micro budget. I can really respect that. DIY. But I really enjoy that, and I think that is one of my favorite movies. But then you ask me now, I think it's Inglourious Bastards.
Really?
I like Inglourious Bastards. I love that fucking opening to that movie. That opening to that movie is so fucking brilliant.
I'm trying to wonder why I didn't like it. Like I liked Michael Fassbender because I like him as an actor. I didn't do anything for me. I don't know.
I thought it was a good movie.
I will say
I
this
really
though,
enjoyed it.
Tarantino does really good music. He
He knows his
makes,
music, yeah.
He does such a good job with like his music and soundtracks. I will give him that. But no, I like I said, I like him. I'm just not. It's you have to understand, because I went to film school and every guy around me, because it was mostly guys, it's just all they would talk about was him, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, like there's more. So it's I got sick of it really quick, but I do like him. I'm just I do think he rips a lot of 60s and 70s directors off.
But he admits it though, and that's the thing, and it's just like. He fucking admits it. Come on.
But you have to understand, a lot of people I went to school with, they were like, "Oh, he's so original and he's so this and that." I'm like, "No, he's not." No, he's not.
That's
at
the
all.
one thing that people don't understand. I feel like people don't get that a lot of his movies are homages to the movies that he loved
that
growing
he's a
up.
fan of, yeah.
People don't understand that fucking Star Wars, the original Star Wars, are fucking ripoffs of spaghetti westerns in Italian cinema. Yeah. They don't get it. It's like, dude, come the fuck on.
Within reason, it's kind of whatever they're inspired by.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's like I don't understand the criticism.
New. Like I don't feel like there's anything new and original. Like usually when I watch something, I think.
They always they always say there are no new ideas, or that line, you know what I mean?
I feel like that. Like there isn't really any new ideas. I think what it is for me anyway is when the idea is not authentically like coming from them, like the core of who they are. When they're just blatantly like, oh, I'm gonna take this and rip it, and it's like not really that they're inspired by it or they love it or it's really like their passion. To me, like. It's like watching, a singer that, like Britney Spears or someone that just got, put into, like, this just famous because they have a pop song that sounds like a million other pop songs, but there's nothing about them in the song. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I feel like that. I don't feel like there's really any new original ideas, but more... people being authentically who they are while they're creating.
I agree, but I feel like if you can put your own voice to it, anything you can do is original. As long as you have a voice.
I think we're kind of saying the same thing.
But I'm just saying that, like, if you have a voice to begin with, and you can take an old idea and then breathe new life into it and just make it yours by that, I think to me that works because you already know what kind of voice you have. Yeah. So, you want people to hear it, and I think that's what people are. Or that's what I feel like the criticism for Tarantino is not fair because I don't think they're. I don't want to say they're not understanding where he's coming from. I just feel like they don't get that. He admits that he does it. He openly says it in interviews. And people still want to bitch about it. It's
do you know a lot of people that don't like him or something?
Yeah, I actually do.
Really?
Especially online. Online, and most of my friends don't like him. They think he's overrated. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can think that, but I don't know. I personally, because I grew up, I grew up like Tarantino. Watching movies nonstop.
He was really big in the 90s,
He still is, but I'm just saying, like, I watch a lot of movies, and if I was a director, I'd probably do the same thing.
He is an Aries, so.
He is.
But no, like I said, I'm excited to see his new one because of the whole. I'm wondering how he's gonna tie Charles Manson in with like Hollywood, because that's what it's like. I think Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are supposed to be actors or producers.
They're up and coming actors.
Yeah, and then they tie that in with Manson, so I'm like really interested to see how he does that.
Yeah, it's an interesting cast, and you know what? It's sad that Burt Reynolds passed.
I know.
He was gonna be in that movie.
I know.
R.I.P. Burt Reynolds. Man.
They should just have Robert Redford do it instead. He's kind of old.
Wait, I can't remember. Hold on.
Did they?
They recasted someone else, and I can't remember who it was.
Christopher Walken. But yeah, that's coming out next year, I think, right?
Yeah.
The guy that plays Manson is good. Like, he looks just like him.
We need a button right there. Pause.
Dun, 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 dun. What was that?
Oh, Bruce Dern.
Oh, he's old.
Bruce
That's
Dern.
Laura Dern's dad.
That's what it is. But yeah, I'm excited too. I think that's gonna be a good movie.
Hopefully, it's not too much dialogue. No, don't get me wrong. I like dialogue. Like, I'm a Gilmore Girls fan, and all they do is talk. But I think if every film is gonna be like that, I don't know. You get sick of it after a while, you know?
I don't know. I think to me it's refreshing, honestly.
But you hate it when we talk.
That's because you're women, and I hate women clucking. Save your fucking misogynistic comments. Save your comments, blah blah blah. They know I'm just fucking with them. Relax, everyone, hater. Chill the fuck out.
Woman hater.
So I don't know. It's refreshing. It's always nice to have like dialogue, especially dialogue that concerns, the story. But that's it. Anything else?
No, I mean I could talk about Orson Welles, but I doubt you're into him.
You know what?
Orson Welles.
Never felt it. I not educated enough in Orson Welles.
Oh my god! So there's a great new documentary about Orson Welles because he is like the father of cinema, But there's a great documentary about him and how he was so popular and the man of Hollywood. And as he got older and more obese, Hollywood rejected him. Like, they wouldn't give him any money. And so they just released a new movie that he was trying to do as like his last film, and Netflix just released it. It's called The Other Side of the Wind. So they released that, but then there's also on top of that a documentary about him making that movie. And he has John Huston. He cast him in the movie. Peter Bogdanovich. So all these guys were like the original OGs of Hollywood, And I don't know, like Orson Welles, I think a lot of people should watch his stuff because A Touch of Evil, like he really, really made cinema different. And Citizen Kane, A Touch of Evil, all those films like were just, I don't know, like if it was fed into me when I was like studying film, but he really like made film so different. But I haven't seen The Other Side of the Wind, but I just watched the documentary about it, and it's fascinating. Like all these guys, like Tarantino, all these directors were influenced by him. So I do recommend just watching it if you're like...
Where can you find this?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, they just released it.
Just like fucking 4 other shows.
Right?
And 2
There's
fucking
so
movies.
much. They released like Haunting of Hill House. Like that took me a while to finish.
I still haven't started that.
Oh, it's sad. It's really sad.
Let's see. Well, I think that's pretty much it.
That's it. But yeah, everybody just
I think we kind of fucking just like,
Yeah.
I think we got tired of each other pretty quickly here.
Wow.
You're on your fucking phone like
I was checking a date of something.
I'm not even going to
So
contribute to
are
this
you.
conversation, but I'm still talking to you.
You're talking about Tarantino, and then I'm talking, and you're like, "Oh, I'm tired of you." So you're tired of my dialogue.
I'm tired of you.
You're tired of my dialogue, but not Tarantino's. Okay. Okay. I see.
All right. Do you want to say something else? Is that
No, just binge watch Sabrina. Sabrina's fucking amazing. I love Sabrina. I will say this: they didn't have Salem talk, which pissed me off.
I think they're gonna do that next season.
I hope so.
I think there was a reason why they didn't do that.
Because the main reason why I love the original Sabrina is because Salem, and he's so sarcastic, and that's like a total cat to me. It's like that sarcasm.
What if the cat turns out they transferred her boyfriend's soul into the cat?
They won't, because her dead dad. It's fucked up, but I'll kind of. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but a spoiler in the comic: her dead dad is supposed to come back into Harvey, which is fucking weird, like incest. So I don't know if they're gonna do that, but weird. Yeah. So, but they need to make Salem talk.
Oh wait, Okay, so before we head out, I need to talk about this really quick. This goes back to our earlier topic, witches. Why is it witches always get connected to Satan?
I don't know, because I don't believe in Satan, so I have no idea. I think Christians make that up. I'm not dissing Christians at all.
It has to do with the Salem witch trial.
Yeah, I'm not dissing.
Just association.
I'm not dissing Christians or Catholics at all, but witches do not believe in the devil at all. They believe in like good and evil, or like white and life is black and white. There's no like.
Because why is it always like, you know, they're like Satan's bride, but it even goes back before Satan.
No, I know. I don't know why, because witches and Wiccans don't believe in the devil.
What is it? Their appetite with kids?
I don't know. Virgin blood, young innocent, the most innocent blood, I guess.
It's like Suki Stackwater, where she's like fucking
Suki Stackhouse.
Stackhouse, where like she's a fairy, and all the fucking vampires want to taste of her because she has that good blood.
That good. Give me some of that good blood. I love True Blood. But yeah, I don't know, because like witches don't believe in the devil, so I think it's actually Catholicism and Christianity that make that up.
Interesting. I don't know. I just thought that was. I always think that's weird because a lot of witch movies, they don't even play up the fact about Satan.
Well, if you watch like The Witch, which I did not like at all, I don't know, they made her like demonic and like satanic. So I don't know. I really don't know. There's like the good witches, like practical magic.
There should be a future episode where we divulge into witch.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that, because I think it's so misunderstood. And cinema doesn't get it right half the time, so...
I don't know. Do you think Wiccans would enjoy Sabrina?
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, you have to
even despite the fact that it's been linked to Satan?
I think just for entertainment purposes, yes. You can't take it... And it's so hard, too, because, like, it's like Charmed, like the show Charmed. You can't, it's cinema, it's cinematic, it's entertainment, it's not real. Like, it's not like The Wicker Man, you know what I mean? So it's like, you have to just go into it thinking
that's
it's
cinematic
fake.
too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but The Wicker Man was based more on like pagan stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh,
like
okay.
Pagan traditions.
I see what you're saying.
And
girl.
Wicca is a form of paganism, so it's like, it's an umbrella term, but like, I don't know, like we should do an episode on that, because there's so many different types of them. So, but I think Wiccans would enjoy it just for its entertainment purpose. You know, you can't take it literal. You know.
I don't think. You know what? If you take anything from TV fucking literal, you're an asshole.
Well, who was that Republican governor recently that's like zombie films are the reason for mass shootings? It's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? I don't know.
They try to blame video games too. Now they want to blame horror movies.
It's just for entertainment.
Entertainment purposes only. And we hope we entertained you with our banter. So, yeah, get these nuts. That's what that said.
Was that what that said? Okay. All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed, and stay scary and stay safe.
Stay tuned for our next episode, which would be Unsolved Mysteries.
Yes, we are doing 3 unsolved mysteries each.
And why we're fascinated by them.
Yes.
Right? Is that how we're doing that?
That's how we're doing it. We need a new sound effects board.
Yeah. Or a new sound effect person. All right. Well, that's our show. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Black Friday, too.
Oh, Black Friday, yeah.
Black Friday.
When this airs, this will air after Black Friday, so hopefully you guys made it out. Made it out of the shops, and...
Don't run anybody over in the shops.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
All right, everybody. Take care. Stay scary.
Bye.